Hi, everybody. I'm Billy Morgan, delighted to be joined by Matt Hipshire, who has just been named the GAC Male Scholar Athlete of the Year. Congratulations, Matt. Thank you so much for joining us. And what does this award mean to you?
It actually means quite a lot, especially because throughout my first 3 years, it was hard work, but I mean, it's just kind of normal. Academics has always come pretty easily to me, but this last year, especially just finishing a mechanical engineering major and having to do like the senior design projects and everything, it was definitely a lot of late nights, a lot of hard work, and to be able to keep up with my studies as well as athletics and then be recognized for that, it means quite a bit, especially for how much work I put into it.
You mentioned mechanical engineering from Ferris, Texas, and I know that you give a lot of time also as a student tutor. Talk about that as well as taking care of your own work, the ability since 2019 to go and help others.
Well, that's actually kind of like a double-edged sword, actually. So being a student tutor kind of helps me stay on top of my work as well, because I can go back and refresh a little bit. But it's always just good to try and give back wherever you can. And for me, it's always fun to help others, especially with people that are like-minded. So I got to tutor a lot of other undergrad engineering students that were like a year or two below me. And that was just fun just to, one, get to meet new people, and two, to be able to, again, help them and kind of go back and go over stuff for myself.
What about the experience of being a volunteer pole vault coach as well?
That's also been very fun. Again, another double-edged sword, because while I'm coaching the kids, I'm getting some mental reps as well. But to me, that's just so awesome to see like younger kids come and get into a sport that's maybe not always as recognized in the world of track and field, but it's definitely on the come up. And so just being able to help them get into it, see a passion in their eyes as they either learn to bend the pole or get upside down or stuff like that, just to do things they've never done before. And it's always a good thing to know that you help them to do that.
And to compete in the decathlon, the challenges of that, what just kind of give us an idea of the training that goes along with all of that.
Yeah, so we on our team, we always got like a running joke that we're always like the first to get there, the last to leave, stuff like that. We start probably an hour before everybody else and probably end an hour or two after everybody. And that's just pretty normal for decathletes and stuff like that. It's not that big of an issue for us because we're so used to it. But just going out there, those 2 days of competition are definitely probably some of the most tough events that you can do. One of the toughest things that you can do. But at the same time, it's also one of the most rewarding, especially going after that, giving your all, and then also the friends you make over those 2 days. I mean, that's basically your brothers by the time you're done with it and everything, because you go through so many different grueling things for 2 days and you're just all together.
How much does this transfer with your success in the classroom and also with being a decathlete? And you talk about the dedication that comes with that, having to be there so early and stay so late. I mean, does it go hand in hand with the commitment?
Oh, yes, sir. I believe it correlates very well, just especially with my major in particular. Like you said, the amount of dedication you have to have for the decathlon and for mechanical engineering is pretty much the same. I mean, you got late practices and then you got late nights, and you just do the work until it gets done, and you don't leave until it's done right, basically.
And what has it meant to you to serve as team captain at Harding since 2019?
Again, that's just been another great blessing. I have a great team behind me, so that's been one of the best things. I got a great God to look to when I don't know how to answer some questions. But again, it's just fun knowing that, one, people look up to me, but two, knowing that I can lead them in the right direction, both athletically, academically, and spiritually, going throughout this whole process. Again, they become your family probably by the end of the first 2 months that you're with them. So just kind of going through life with them, being able to help them through whatever they need, that's more of a blessing than it is like a chore or anything like that.
And this is obviously a tremendous honor, GAC Male Scholar Athlete of the Year. But let's talk about some of your success as a decathlete as well this past year. Second in the decathlon at the 2021 GAC Track and Field Championship. You scored over 6,000 points. That's Harding's fourth best at the GAC Championships. I know that you had to be very proud of that.
Yeah, I was definitely very proud of that, especially since day two kind of got like rained out and everything. And it was basically coming down to the 1,500. And that was probably one of my greatest like highlights of my athletic career, is because it came down to that. I had to run a massive PR in order to beat the guy who was then in second. And he's a very good 1500-meter runner. So he was leading the whole race and stuff like that. But then the final 200, coach was just talking to me, and it was going to come down to who wanted it more. And I felt like I wanted a little more. I kicked a little harder, and I ended up running a massive PR, like I said, just to get second and help my team get a few points for the conference.
And then another highlight of the season was winning the decathlon at the Bobcat Invitational at Texas State. Again, over 6,000 points, and also winning the Harding event back in the spring as well.
Yeah, again, those came down to like bad weather on the second day. It wasn't really a great day or anything like that, but just through coaching, my teammates and stuff like that, I was able to pull it out again by the grace of God and everything. And so just coming out with wins like there, especially in bad weather, it's always good to know that you can still do the right things even when things are not going your way.
And also set Harding's indoor heptathlon record at 4,804 points at Northwest Missouri State this year. And you're not finished. You're coming back next year.
I am, yes, sir. I'm pumped.
And just talk about what has your experience been like at Harding? We talk about all that with helping others by tutoring, and also with being a volunteer coach, and then with all the time that you have to spend preparing for the events. What has your experience been like at Harding?
I can't say enough good about it. I feel like this is where God led me since day one of freshman year. I felt like this has been the right place for me. And ever since coming here, I've met lifelong friends, made, like I said, lifelong friends with everybody, and just can't say enough good things. I've had so many mentors come through here. I've had so many good memories, and I just can't wait for one final year to just be able to lay it out on all the line again with my brothers, my family, and just go out with a bang.
And you have to be excited about next season. Last season was a very successful season for Harding's track program overall.
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely.
And one last thing, just give us what is in the future for you. I know you're going to be back on campus this coming year, but what are your goals going forward and looking ahead in the future of your career?
I guess one of the biggest goals is to just make nationals. I want to say that I can be an all-American for athletics as well as academics and everything, and also just to break my indoor heptathlon record, break that, set it even higher, hopefully to something that can't be beat for a while. And then number two, break the outdoor decathlon record. That's been one of the biggest goals of mine, and just to have another year to do it, make sure I do everything right, and hopefully just to smash it on my way to nationals. I think those are the two biggest goals, are just the records and then nationals for my athletic career for sure.
Matt Hipshire, who was the GAC Male Scholar Athlete of the Year for 2021. We're so proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you so much for your time, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.